Okay, so Long and Lake and Phoenix, Run Down, L. Jackson. Video 5. I hope it's video 5. I don't know. We'll have to check and see. Anyway, so all nature is constructed. All nature is constructed. All nature is reconstructed to satisfy the needs of the market, which is the nucleus of the commercial world, and its almighty dollar is not only the commercial king, it is their God. It's the God of the market. And notice the word dollar. The dollar, Allah, dollar. Okay, they have Allah's name in dollar. Okay, they try to say dollar, but it's really dollar. Okay. Anyway, now. So, but they try to tell you that they want to scare you away from the name Allah. They don't want you to hear that word. They don't want. But most times think about it, the market's trying to keep you away from it. Why? Why is the market so against the name Allah? They don't want to hear that. Why? Why does it bring them so much aggravation? And the market is so evil. Well, I won't go to market. So evil, that's a bit extreme. No, it has so many. It's inhumane. The market itself is those who run the market are inhumane. It's not the market. The market is, if ran by good people, is fine, But those who those who don't care for humanity, right? They're the ones who run the market, and they're the ones who hate that name. They don't want to hear that name. Why? Same way the devil doesn't want to see, doesn't like, the name of God, right? So there must be some power in that name that he fears. Something about that name he fears, right? So there must be some truth in it, right? Okay. Anyway, so what do we say? Okay, so the dollar is king. Okay, itself. The dollar. The dollar is God. It's for the market. Those who run the market, not the market, but those who run the market. Even if we have used natural intuition, right? Then we're still going to need a market. We're going to need all those systems that we have established. It's just that we have to utilize them differently. Okay. So So as we said, the dollar for them is king. Is God. To all who allow themselves to live in subjugation to it below the belt. Okay? Thus, their emotional intel begins to become emotionally neutralized, consciously paralyzed, unable to process universal intel or inspiration or intuition for themselves, making themselves ripe for becoming host to vectors, or becoming, to vectors. No, or becoming a vector. They become a vector. Okay? Now, for any spiritually parasitic paratrans personality, okay? They become a vector for any paratrans personality, or ripe for spiritual possession, or a spiritual vamp, or vat. A vat is a seer. Vatican of the Holy See, right? Which is the Holy See. They're seers, right? Because they know they're seers because they're watching everything happen, because they constructed it. They know what's going on, so they watch it happen. They watch all the atrocities because they set the stage for it to happen. For the inhumanity to happen, for us to sit back and watch. Oh wow! Did you see him? He just got it. Did you see it? Did you see that? We're not even supposed to talk. As believers, we're supposed to even talk. Well, in order to protect our heart, we're supposed to even speak a certain way. Because in every spirituality, whether it be Islam, whether it be Christianity, whether it be Judaism, they are the main focus is around the heart and love. That's always the objective. The heart and love. Have a care for humanity and love. So that's what all spiritualities have in common. Except those who follow the beast. Then theirs is totally opposite, is aggression, right? But those who tune into nature, it's about love, and it's about gentleness and caring and being supportive and empathy and integrity and dignity, virtue. Those are virtues. Maintaining the humanity of oneself. That's what all spiritualities have in common. The heart. They preach about the heart, right? So the Vatican's, the Vats, okay, they live at the Vatican. They live in Vatican City. A vat is a seer. Okay, that's what it means. It's a seer. It's a vat. Okay, and the vats are vamps, spiritual vamps. Okay, now such they're spiritually desensitized, dehumanized individuals that are disconnected from their natural inherent intel, inspiration, or intuition. And that's why when you mention Allah to them, they don't like it, they hate it, they hate that sound, it bothers them, it irritates them, because it just, they can bite their tongue. It makes them angry. Okay. Because they're desensitized to it, right? Okay. So, now, such reinforce what life from such, okay. Okay, so they're disconnected from their from receiving intuition or inspiration. Okay, now what do you say? What did I say? Oh, as such, okay, as such reference life from such a. Oh, okay, yeah. As such, meaning being disconnected from, the universal vibrations, the ability to receive, or disconnected from the heart. Okay, that disconnects him from receiving universal vibrations and being able to what? To interpret and then convert, thus translate, okay, into a language that, or channel it through the language, meaning the discipline, the subject matter, science, mathematics, music, art, dance, communication, or what have you. We all have the gift. We all have an ability to do something. And if we got 7 billion people, then that's a lot of gifts, right? That's a lot of gifts, and only Allah can give that much. And we got to use them intuitively, but that's why we got to stay connected to our heart, which keeps it connected to Allah, keeps it connected to the Creator, the one who created heaven and earth. Okay, and all that exists between. Okay, so referencing life from a disconnected perspective, right? Such as a places the person at a disadvantage, right? The dehumanized perspective. What did I say? Oh, it places him at a disadvantage. It places him at a disadvantage. What did I say? I can take a break. No, I can't. Okay, so it says it places him with reference from such a disadvantage, dehumanized perspective. One are to care for the. I know I was okay. So, when one has been disconnected from their heart, thus disconnected from unable to receive universal vibrations, okay, unable to translate them, unable to speak a good language, and you won't find them speaking a good language. They'll always speak bad. They'll always speak bad. They'll always speak bad. You'll know them by their mouth, okay, because they have no heart, and it's not soft, okay. When they're dehumanized, they don't care about the natural world. They just don't. They're not to care about the natural environment. Okay? They don't care about humanity. They don't care about nothing. Okay? And that's what the commercial world does. They tell you, they don't worry about the natural world, the natural environment. They don't care about natural spiritual laws. that maintain the ecosystem, that sustains life within. Okay, market intel is only to sense or recognize the pain. Well, they won't recognize the pain that threatens humanity. They only recognize the pain that threatens the commercial world. So that's how you know ISIS is of the devil. Okay, because they don't recognize Fukushima. They don't recognize the collapse of the potential that the physical world is facing in regards to the collapse of the dollar. They're not recognizing, well, the chaos that's going to happen, that will happen to the world with the collapse of the dollar. They're not caring about climate change. They're only caring about the protection of the commercial world. That is all they care about, because okay, and that's because they don't care about Fukushima. As I said, they don't care about what's going on, how the environment's being affected. And the commercial world, those Halliburtons and all those, so they don't care about, and those food modifying companies, Monsanto, they don't care about what's going on in the environment. They only care about how the pain that's going on. They don't care about the pain and suffering that's going on in the natural world. They only care about the pain and suffering that the commercial world is experiencing, and they're only trying to protect that. That's how you know they're demonic. Because a person with heart cares about life. Commercial world is not a living world. It's only about commerce. It's only about what corporate personhood, right? Giving a corporation the same rights and entitlements that a person has, and a human being has, a living entity has. A corpse has this. It's like saying the dead has the same rights as the living. That's what they're saying. But it's only the dead that says they have the rights of the living, because they want to usurp the life of the living so that they can live. So that's how you know they're demonic, because they only care about the pain and suffering of the commercial world, and they're trying to make you do the same thing too. Because alone they cannot survive. They need you. They need you to your life to sustain them. Okay? They're vamps, spiritual vamps, right? Okay. So they only care about life below the belt. They don't care about life above the belt. They'll tell you they don't care, because they have no heart to feel. You know, they have no. Oh, I got to see my beautiful thing. I got to see that, because I liked it. Anyway, so you know, they don't care about life above the belt. They only care about life below the belt. Okay, they're very distinguishable. They only care about the commercial world. The commercial world is life below the belt. It's life below the belt, right? So now, or that which threatens to offend the commercial world. They only care about, like the media, the mainstream media, Fox News, CNN, NBC, MSNBC. They ain't talking about Fukushima. They ain't talking about collapse of the dollar. They ain't talking about what the Federal Reserve is doing, because they ain't human. They have no heart. They can't even feel the pain of others. They can't pick up those vibrations from the pain of others. They don't care. When those children were getting when that was happening in Gaza, they didn't give a care. They were trying to say they were blaming those little children. Oh, those children are being placed in the weapons are being placed in their houses. That's why they gotta bomb them from the sky. Well, if the weapons were placed in their houses, why don't they send in the military? Why didn't they send in the military to go in the houses and get them out instead of you shooting them from the sky? No, because it was a lie. But they had to find some reason to validate their evil. Okay, so that's how you know, because they don't care. They can't feel the pain of others. They have no heart. They've been dehumanized. To be dehumanized is to be demonized. Dehuman is either human or non-human. To be okay, and there's angels, human, and jinn. The angels, you know what an angel is. You know what a human is. A jinn is a demon. Okay, so the angels are good. You know that automatically. The humans are like the neutral ones. They can either be good or they can either be bad. They're in the middle, right? So, if they've been dehumanized, well, the angels want to make a better human, right? The jinn hate the humans. They want to make the human not even a human. They want to take the place of the human to be good. Not to be good, but they want the power of the human. They want that energy, that power, right? So they want to make the person bad. So they want to dehumanize them to be close to be a better human, like the angel would want. That's to be angelic, right? To be bad like the demon, that's to be demonic. So if the person is dehumanized, they become demonic. And that's the person who doesn't care about only cares about life below the belt, doesn't care about the natural environment, doesn't care about the pain and suffering of others, don't care about humanity, don't care about those children starving in Africa, that child that had all those flies on their body, children having vultures walking behind them, vultures stalking the children, you know, them neutering the seeds, contaminating all the chemtrails, the air, polluting the air with all those chemicals. They're spraying with those planes, killing people with depleted uranium and all of that. You know, those are demons. Demons in human form. It's time we say it. They're demons. They're demonic. And it's time we recognize the spiritual realm. Angels do exist. We know people exist because we can see them. We got to get beyond physical sight, right? Remember? And jinn, devil exists because evil exists. Okay? And the people are in the middle. Okay? The people are in the middle. They can either be good or they can be bad. That's what the free will is about. They can either be angelic or they can be demonic. And those who don't care about, who are disconnected from their heart, desensitized, dehumanized, are demonic. Plain and simple. And it's time we face it. Those who go around, those people, the Vatican, run around in holy robes while raping little children. That's demonic. They're demons. They're demons. Those cardinals and bishops and pope is demonic. And it's time they become regulated. It's time humanity stand up and stop being coward and speak on it. Instead of turning away. You know, those children need help. From those demon spirits, people. Okay, so anyway, and then they go into Africa and just rape the continent, raping a continent, leaving the people naked. That's how poor they are, naked. They naked poor. Imagine people walking up and down the streets of America, buck naked. They would be arrested for indecent exposure. Well, that goes on in Africa all the time because they're poor. People they are naked poor. They naked poor. Raped of their clothing. And then if they wore leaves, we'd be talking about they're crazy. You know, businesses that go to foreign countries need to be regulated. If businesses, corporations from America go to foreign countries that, like they call third world countries, undeveloped countries, they need to be regulated in those countries because those people may not be aware of, those people may need protection from exploitation. And that's what we got going on in Africa and other parts, Asia and South America. You know, corporations going down there exploiting the people, the natives, just like Columbus did. It's continuing in Africa. That needs to be stopped. That needs to be regulated. Those corporations need to be regulated that do business in undeveloped countries. They have to be regulated so that they cannot exploit the people. Just like they had unions here and the people fought for their rights. Well, those people in those undeveloped countries need to be protected from exploitation, corporate exploitation, and their resources need to be exploited. I mean, not exploited, but protected from exploitation. and usurpation. We have to care. We have to care. We have to care. We have to care. If we're going to stay human, if the people are going to stay human, we have to stay close to our hearts. And even if we know even if there's an opportunity to harm, because if the person may be less aware, we can't exploit that up. That can't be exploited. The knowing have to be protective of the not knowing. So we can't let those American corporations just go into Africa and rape the children, rape the land, kill the people, because the people don't have, the ability to defend themselves. Can't let those corporations go back there and just exploit in your name. No, Africa must be healed. Children should not have to beg for food or water or security or love. They shouldn't have to beg for that. Okay. So, and despite those corporations do all that, okay, that corruption, okay, and disconnected from the heart and try to dehumanize and desensitize and all that. And as I said, okay, that's what it said. When people only care about the commercial world, and all that other stuff that's going on around them, and they only care chasing, they only caring about the commercial. We'll protect that, okay? Send in the troops. Let's send in the troops to protect the commercial world, right? The paradigm. They're demonic because they don't care what the commercial world's doing, just protect it. It's like the man. No, we won't go there, okay? Now, okay. And so you have those people who are disconnected from their heart and they only want to protect the commercial world, okay? Because they have commercial ego, right? Now, and spiritual grandiosity, such as the beast possesses, okay, and the abomination possesses. Oh, okay. Okay, now, hold on. I can almost get done really, really quickly. I'll be so happy. Oh, good. Okay, so now we said, for instance, the ego, the will of self, okay, is narcissistic, okay? It's aspect of the commercial world of self-indulgence, right? Even when it comes to matters of spiritual or spirituality, matters of spirituality. An example is what? An example for what? Well, I'm going to say salam alaikum until I get this together. Salam alaikum. We'll go to